Summary of the 100, a ranking of the most influential persons in history, by Michael H. Hart, is a thought-provoking work that examines the lives and accomplishments of individuals who have shaped the course of human history. Published in 1978, the book was groundbreaking in its approach, combining historical analysis with personal judgment to rank individuals based on their lasting impact on human civilization. Hart's list is not limited to any particular field. It includes scientists, religious leaders, inventors, political figures, artists, and philosophers. The book provokes discussion by focusing not on fame or popularity, but on measurable influence. Hart acknowledges that his rankings are subjective, but defends his choices with detailed reasoning, taking into account the magnitude and duration of each person's impact. Muhammad May, God bless him and grant him peace, ranked as the most influential person in history. Muhammad, 570-632 CE, is recognized not only as the founder of Islam, but also as a political leader who unified the Arabian Peninsula. Hart argues that Muhammad's combined religious and secular influence is unparalleled. As the messenger of the Quran and the leader of the first Islamic state, Muhammad shaped a civilization that continues to thrive today. Isaac Newton, 1643-1727, is celebrated for his groundbreaking contributions to physics and mathematics. His laws of motion and universal gravitation laid the foundation for classical mechanics, and his work in calculus revolutionized mathematics. Hart highlights Newton's profound influence on science, asserting that his theories remained unchallenged for centuries. Jesus Christ, peace and blessings be upon him, circa 4 BCE 30 CE, the central figure of Christianity, taught values of love, forgiveness, and salvation. His life and teachings profoundly influenced Western thought and morality, with his followers, especially St. Paul, spreading his message worldwide. Buddha, Siddhartha Gautama, the founder of Buddhism, 563-483 BCE, renounced his princely life to seek enlightenment. His teachings on suffering, desire, and mindfulness laid the foundation for a major world religion and a philosophy influencing billions. Confucius, 551-479 BCE, established a moral and ethical system that guided Chinese governance, education, and social structures for centuries. His principles of filial piety and harmony continue to influence East Asian cultures. St. Paul, 5-67 CE, was instrumental in spreading Christianity throughout the Roman Empire. His theological writings and missionary work transformed Christianity into a global religion. Cai Lun, Chinese official during the Han Dynasty, Cai Lun, 50-121 CE, invented paper, which revolutionized communication, record-keeping, and education, becoming one of humanity's most transformative inventions. Johannes Gutenberg, 1400-1468, invented the movable type printing press, which democratized knowledge, enabled the mass production of books, and fueled intellectual revolutions like the Renaissance and Reformation. Christopher Columbus, 1451-1506, initiated the European exploration and colonization of the Americas, reshaping global economies, cultures, and political structures through the Columbian Exchange. End. Albert Einstein, 1879-1955, revolutionized physics with his theory of relativity and contributions to quantum mechanics, redefining human understanding of space, time, and energy. Louis Pasteur, 1822-1895, advanced microbiology and developed pasteurization, vaccines, and germ theory, significantly improving global public health. Galileo Galilei, 1564-1642, championed heliocentrism, modernized astronomy, and pioneered the scientific method, solidifying his legacy as the father of modern science. 13. Aristotle. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle, 384-322 BCE, influenced Western thought through his works in logic, ethics, biology, and politics, shaping intellectual traditions for centuries. Euclid, circa 300 BCE, the father of geometry, formalized mathematical principles that became the foundation of modern geometry and mathematical education. Moses, peace and blessings be upon him. A central figure in Judaism, Moses is credited with receiving the Ten Commandments, which influenced the ethical and moral foundations of Western civilization. 16. Charles Darwin, 1809-1882, introduced the theory of evolution through natural selection, transforming biology and reshaping human understanding of life's origins. Shi Huangdi, China's first emperor, Shi Huangdi, 259-210 BCE, unified China and initiated monumental projects like the Great Wall and the Terracotta Army. Hu. Augustus Caesar, the first Roman emperor, Augustus, 63 BCE, 14 CE, transformed Rome into an empire, ushering in the Pax Romana and shaping Western governance. Un. Nicholas Copernicus, 1473-1543, proposed the heliocentric model, challenging geocentric views and sparking the scientific revolution. Antoine Laurent Lavoisier, 1743-1794, the father of modern chemistry, revolutionized the study of chemical reactions and introduced the concept of conservation of mass. Constantine the Great, 272-337 CE, legalized Christianity in the Roman Empire, paving the way for its expansion as a dominant global religion. James Watt, 1736-1819, improved the steam engine, catalyzing the Industrial Revolution and transforming global economies. 3. Michael Faraday, 1791-1867, made groundbreaking contributions to electromagnetism and electrochemistry, laying the foundation for modern electrical engineering. 3. James Clerk Maxwell, 1831-1879, unified theories of electricity, magnetism, and light, providing the basis for modern physics. Martin Luther, 1483-1546, initiated the Protestant Reformation, challenging Catholic doctrines and reshaping Christianity and European society. George Washington, 1732-1799, the first U.S. president, played a pivotal role in founding the United States and establishing its democratic governance. Karl Marx, 1818-1883, co-authored the Communist Manifesto, influencing political ideologies and movements worldwide. Orville and Wilbur Wright. The Wright brothers achieved the first powered flight in 1903, revolutionizing transportation and enabling global connectivity. Genghis Khan, 1162-1227, founded the Mongol Empire, the largest contiguous empire in history, reshaping trade and cultural exchange. Adam Smith, 1723-1790, the father of economics, introduced free market principles in The Wealth of Nations. William Shakespeare, 1564-1616, enriched English literature and drama with timeless works that continue to influence global culture. John Dalton, 1766-1844, developed atomic theory, revolutionizing chemistry, and advancing scientific understanding. Alexander the Great, 356-323 BCE, created one of the largest empires in history, spreading Greek culture and influence across the known world. Napoleon Bonaparte, 1769-1821, reshaped Europe through his conquests and legal reforms, influencing modern governance. Thomas Edison, 1847-1931, invented practical technologies like the light bulb and phonograph, transforming daily life. Antony van Leeuwenhoek, 1632-1723, pioneered microbiology by developing microscopes to study microorganisms. William T.G. Morton, 1819-1868, introduced anesthesia, revolutionizing medicine and surgery. Plato, 427-347 BCE, shaped Western philosophy with his works on ethics, metaphysics, and governance. Adolf Hitler, 1889-1945, led Nazi Germany, orchestrating World War II and the Holocaust, profoundly impacting 20th century history. Oliver Cromwell, 1599 to 1658, led the English Civil War, shaping England's political landscape. Alexander Graham Bell, 1847 and 1922, invented the telephone, transforming global communication. Alexander Fleming, 1881 to 1955, discovered penicillin, revolutionizing medicine and saving millions of lives. John Locke, 1632-1704, influenced modern political thought with his theories of natural rights and governance. Ludwig van Beethoven, 1770-1827, transformed Western music, blending classical and romantic styles. No. Werner Heisenberg, 1901-1976, pioneered quantum mechanics, reshaping physics. 6. Louis Daguerre, 1787-1851, invented the daguerreotype, advancing photography. 7. Simon Bolivar, 1783-1830, liberated South America from Spanish rule, shaping nations' futures. René Descartes, 1596-1650, established rationalism and modern philosophy with cogito, ergo sum, I think, therefore I am. Dean. Michelangelo, 1475-1564, was a master artist whose works, including the Sistine Chapel, shaped the Renaissance. Pope Urban II, 1042-1099, initiated the Crusades, shaping medieval European and Middle Eastern history. 51. Queen Elizabeth I, 1533-1603, the Queen of England, established Protestantism in England, defeated the Spanish Armada, and oversaw a flourishing of the arts during the Elizabethan era, including Shakespeare's rise. Mikhail Gorbachev, 1931-2022, was instrumental in ending the Cold War and introducing reforms like glasnost and perestroika, leading to the dissolution of the Soviet Union. Charlemagne, 742-814, the King of the Franks and Holy Roman Emperor, united much of Europe during the early Middle Ages and fostered the Carolingian Renaissance. Homer, the legendary Greek poet Homer, 8th century BCE, authored the Iliad and the Odyssey, foundational texts of Western literature and cultural identity. Justinian the Funge, 482-565, Byzantine emperor, codified Roman laws into the Corpus Juris Civilis, influencing legal systems for centuries. Mahavira, 5999-527 BCE, was a key figure in Jainism, promoting principles of nonviolence, asceticism, and karma. 7. Niccolo Machiavelli, 1469-1527, a political theorist, wrote The Prince, which provided pragmatic advice on statecraft and power, influencing political thought. William the Conqueror, 1028-1087, the first Norman king of England, transformed English culture, language, and governance following his conquest in 1066. 59. Ludwig van Beethoven, 1770-1827, was a pivotal composer whose works bridged the classical and romantic eras in Western music. Werner Heisenberg, 1901-1976, revolutionized physics with his uncertainty principle, foundational to quantum mechanics. Nu. Peter the Great, 1672-1725, modernized Russia, expanded its territory, and established it as a European power. Thomas Jefferson, 1743-1826, the third U.S. president, authored the Declaration of Independence and significantly shaped the nation's democratic foundations. Adolf Hitler, 1889-1945, led Nazi Germany, orchestrating World War II and the Holocaust, leaving a dark legacy of totalitarianism and genocide. Simon Bolivar, 1783-1830, played a key role in liberating South America from Spanish rule, shaping modern nations like Colombia and Venezuela. Com. René Descartes, 1596-1650, is known as the father of modern philosophy, with works that emphasized rationalism and scientific thought. Michelangelo, 1475–1564, a Renaissance master, created enduring works like the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the Statue of David. Sir Pope Urban II, 1042–1099, launched the First Crusade, mobilizing Europe's Christian forces to recapture the Holy Land. Tim Berners-Lee, b. 1955, invented the World Wide Web, transforming how information is shared and accessed globally. Tyne Anton von Leeuwenhoek, 1632–1723, advanced microbiology with his discovery of microorganisms using improved microscopes. Vladimir Lenin, 1870–1924, led the Bolshevik Revolution and established the Soviet Union, shaping 20th-century geopolitics. Mani, 216–274 CE, the founder of Manichaeism, influenced religious thought in the late Roman Empire and beyond. Alexander Hamilton, 1755–1804, a founding father of the United States, shaped its financial system and political foundations. Zoroaster, circa 1000 BCE, the founder of Zoroastrianism, introduced concepts of dualism and eschatology that influenced later religions. Johannes Kepler, 1571–1630, discovered the laws of planetary motion, advancing astronomy and supporting heliocentrism. Augustus Caesar, 63 BCE, 14 CE, established the Roman Empire, ushering in the Pax Romana and reshaping European history. 76. François-Marie Voltaire, 1694–1778, championed Enlightenment ideals of reason, freedom, and tolerance. Johannes Vermeer, 1632–1675, was a Dutch painter renowned for his mastery of light and color in works like Girl with a Pearl Earring. John F. Kennedy, 1917–1963, the 35th U.S. President, inspired a generation with his vision and leadership during the Cold War. Sun Tzu, 544–496 BCE, authored The Art of War, a treatise on strategy and leadership still studied today. Queen Victoria, 1819–1901, oversaw the British Empire's expansion and modernization during her long reign. Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, 780–850, was a Persian mathematician whose works on algebra and algorithms profoundly influenced mathematics. Akbar the Great, 1542–1605, a Mughal emperor, fostered cultural and religious tolerance, unifying much of India. Constantine the Great Constantine, 272–337 CE, legalized Christianity, making it the dominant religion of the Roman Empire. James Clerk Maxwell, 1831–1879, unified the theories of electricity, magnetism, and optics, revolutionizing physics. Martin Luther King Jr., 1929–1968, was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement, advocating nonviolence and equality. Marco Polo, 1254–1324, documented his travels to Asia, inspiring European exploration. Sigmund Freud, 1856–1939, founded psychoanalysis, transforming psychology and human understanding of the mind. Joseph Lister, 1827–1912, introduced antiseptic techniques, revolutionizing medicine. 9. Nikola Tesla, 1856–1943, made groundbreaking contributions to electrical engineering, especially alternating current, AC. Mainty. Henry Ford, 1863–1947, revolutionized manufacturing with assembly lines, making automobiles accessible to the masses. Aristotle, 384–322 BCE, shaped Western thought with his works in philosophy, logic, and science. Samuel Morse Morse, 1791–1872, invented the telegraph and Morse code, transforming communication. Vasco da Gama, 1460–1524, was a Portuguese explorer whose voyages established a sea route to India. Cole, Ferdinand Magellan, 1480–1521, led the first circumnavigation of the globe, confirming the Earth's roundness. Claude Monet, 1840–1926, pioneered Impressionism, transforming modern art. 6. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, 1712–1778, influenced the French Revolution and modern political thought with his works on social contracts. Galileo Galilei, 1564–1642, advanced astronomy and scientific methods. A. Harriet Tubman, 1822–1913, was an abolitionist and leader of the Underground Railroad. Edward Jenner, 1749–1823, developed the smallpox vaccine, saving millions of lives. Hunter. Florence Nightingale, 1820–1910, revolutionized nursing and public health. Controversies and criticism. Hart's list has been criticized for several reasons. Western-centric bias. Some argue that the list overemphasizes Western figures at the expense of equally influential individuals from other cultures. Moral judgment. Critics have questioned the inclusion of controversial figures like Adolf Hitler, whose influence was destructive. Subjectivity. The rankings inherently reflect Hart's personal values and interpretations of history. Despite these criticisms, the book remains a seminal work that stimulates debate about the nature of influence and legacy. Conclusion. Michael H. Hart's The 100 provides a compelling examination of historical influence, combining rigorous analysis with bold judgments. By ranking individuals from diverse fields, the book offers a panoramic view of human achievement and its impact on civilization. Whether or not one agrees with Hart's rankings, his work encourages readers to reflect on the qualities that make an individual truly influential and to consider the interconnectedness of religion, science, art, and politics in shaping the world. This detailed summary captures the essence of the book while acknowledging its broader. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. What book would you like us to summarize in the next video?